It is not at all surprising to learn that Simone Biles is passionate about everything she does. Like everyone else, she would prefer for everything to go her way, whether on or off the mat. So, when Simone shared her frustrations about something she's currently working on, everyone was both surprised and sympathetic. As you all know, it has been quite an eventful year for the Olympian. In April, Simone took to social media to share the good news. In an Instagram post, she shared wedding photos of her and Houston, Texas player Jonathan Owens after a year of being engaged. It can be noted that in February 2022, Biles posted a photo of her and Owens with the caption, "The Future Owens." Her marriage announcement was then captioned, "I do officially Owens." In the photos, the pair can be seen exchanging vows at what appears to be a courthouse wedding. For the special day, Biles wore a gorgeous tiered white gown, while Owens sported a tan suit. It was a civil ceremony at the Harris County Courthouse in Houston, while they were preparing for their wedding in Cabo the following month. "We had to get married legally here in the U.S. since our wedding will be a destination wedding," Simone explained. The next month, the couple said their vows in Cabo, Mexico in front of 144 guests. In another Instagram post, Biles posted pictures of their special day with the caption, "Mr. and Mrs. Owens." It appeared that just because she welcomed a new chapter, she would not be able to give her 100% in her sport. Nope, that's definitely not the case. In fact, in August, Simone won a record-setting 8th all-around title at the U.S. Gymnastics Championships, another step on a comeback trail pointing towards next year's Paris Olympics. 10 years after she first leaped to the top of her sport as a teenage prodigy, the now 26-year-old Biles posted an all-around two-day total of 118.40, 4 points clear of runner-up Shalice Jones. Florida junior Leanne Wong claimed third, bolstering her chances of making a third straight United States World Championship team. Biles electrified the SAP Center in San Jose, California with a soaring floor routine that included a rock-solid landing. It was her final event of the competition and brought ecstatic fans to their feet, earning a score of 15.400. Biles' feat broke the record for most all-around titles for a man or a woman, set by Alfred Joachim, who won several between 1925 and 1933 when Amateur Athletics Union ran the championships. Biles herself matched that record in 2021. Simone is more fit right now than she's ever been. Her coach Laurent Landy told journalists after the medal ceremony, saying that Biles' floor exercise was the best of her career. And because it had been 10 years, Simone Biles can barely remember the first of what are now a record 8 U.S. titles. I think sometimes you black out whenever all those things happen. Then, in early October, Simone Biles closed out an incredible comeback meet after a 2-year layoff by winning gold on the balance beam and floor exercise at the Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Belgium. Biles, after 2 years away from international competition, has seamlessly resumed her dominance with 5 medals in Antwerp, winning gold in the all-around, team, balance beam, and floor exercise competitions, in addition to silver on the vault. Biles has a record of 37 medals at the World Championships and Olympic Games. The final day of Biles' comeback meet ended with a demonstration of her supreme mental strength and competitive fire. After a long, exhausting competition, the 26-year-old American saved her best balance beam routine for when it was most needed in the final, weaving through without a single balance check. Biles scored 14.800, edging out Zhu Yaxin of China by a tenth. Biles closed out her meet by holding off Rebecca Andrade of Brazil to win her 4th gold medal on the floor exercise. Andrade, who beat Biles to gold on vault, has proven a worthy rival, and their mutual admiration was clear. That's not even all. Biles made more history after becoming the first woman to land the Yurchenko double pike vault at an international competition. This means that the extremely difficult vault will be named after her. The move, the hardest vault being done in women's gymnastics right now, will now be called the Biles 2 in the gymnastics rule book. The 26-year-old has 5 gymnastics elements named after her across vault, floor exercise, and the balance beam. And no, that's not all for her at the World Championships. Nope. Led by Simone Biles, the U.S. women won a record 7th consecutive team title at the Gymnastics World Championships. The American team of Biles, Shalise Jones, Sky Blakely, and Leanne Wong combined for a total of 167.729 points to edge Brazil and France. The U.S. team won by a margin of 2.199 points, as the final proved to be a closer contest than anticipated after the Americans put up a dominant performance in qualifying. The U.S. women have won gold in the team event at every World Championship that included a team competition since 2011. Their victory in Antwerp broke a tie with the Chinese men for the longest streak of consecutive team titles and made Biles the most decorated female gymnast in history. And so, in her return to the sport, Biles has repeatedly talked about being more intentional in what she does, especially outside the gym. "I think I'm making a bigger effort into taking care of my mind and my body, which includes going to therapy once every week. I think it's just really important that I'm taking care of my mind as much as I do my body, especially in this sport, and outside of the sport, just being real active in that." It is worth noting, however, that Brazilian gymnast Rebeca Andrade denied Biles a 22nd world title by winning the vault competition at the 2023 World Artistic Gymnastics Championships in Antwerp, Belgium. Although Biles tried to reclaim the title she last won in 2019 only a day after she became the most decorated gymnast in history, she failed to do so. She did perform her extremely difficult signature vault that nobody else does in the women's competition and only a few men attempt. Biles' second vault was an excellent Chang to finish with a combined score of 14.549. Still, Biles had to be content with a silver medal, her 28th medal at the World Championships, and her 35th major career medal after she over-rotated her signature Yurchenko double pike and fell backwards on the mat on landing. Notably, Biles became the first woman to do the Yurchenko double pike at the World Championships during qualifying, and the vault is now named the Biles II because it was achieved in international competition. On that note, the American gymnast now has 5 skills named after her. Needless to say, Simone Biles is the most decorated female gymnast ever, with 30 world and Olympic medals. However, even the most decorated gymnast has her fair share of real-life problems, so to speak. In a series of Instagram stories, she shared an update about how construction is going on the new Texas home that she and husband are building. In mid-November, Simone took to her Instagram to share a picture of her holding a set of house keys. A few days later, however, her frustrations about the building process became apparent. As you've heard a while ago, she shared issues discovered during day 2 of what she called the trim walk in a series of Instagram stories. Her emotions started from being confused to being outright mad, if her emojis were any indication. Anyhow, it made her more relatable to fans. She's like the rest of us, it appears. Like Biles, Noah Lyles has a good balance between his life and career. Watch this to see for yourself.